let's be realistic. We all make mistakes, which of course goes for both little kids and grown adults. And when we do make those poor decisions, well, it's important to accept the responsibility.
Oh, sure. And not only that, but allowing someone to help guide us in making good choices helps avoid those mistakes in the future. It's what the Lodestar League is all about, resiliency. And we'd like to welcome to Historic Studio D, this is Megan Lee Carney. She is the author, and we are so overjoyed to have you here. Thanks.
And I'm glad to be here. It's nice to meet both of you.
We're going to talk about this book in just a few moments, but first, how did you get into writing?
So when I was young, I actually enjoyed writing stories for myself, and I actually did like books on tape for my stuffed animals. Aww. And so the first story that I wrote was Snoopy at the Grand Prix. And then I graduated from Bennett High School and I took a creative writing class. And then as I got older, I just had stories in my head, and then what I did was I teamed up with one of my coworkers. Her daughter is an illustrator, and so my first story that I actually ever wrote was called Beaver Tales, and it was about these group of beavers who wanted to dam up Niagara Falls, and they told stories kind of like the Canterbury Tales, and so they told stories as they went. And so I was getting these stories in my head, and then Ashley, my illustrator, was doing the illustrations, and then I was going to FedEx Kinko's, and then I was just kind of doing them for my family and friends. And then, you know, I decided, why not take the plunge and get it professionally published? And so this story came about, and I wanted to do a story about superheroes, but was really kind of grasping as to like what the new angle would be. Right. And then I was at the wine rack pumping gas, and and you know how they have the word of the day, and Lodestar was the word, and I was like, ooh, the North Star. And then I started going through, well, North Star, North Pole, Santa, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Okay, so tell us about the Lodestar League.
Okay, so the Lodestar League is a group of superheroes that were created by Santa. Okay. And they are trying to keep the little children basically on the right path so they can stay on his good list. Oh. So it's Lucy, that's a panda, and then there's Miranda, a tiger, and then Oliver is a giraffe. And they do really well, and actually they do a little bit too well because they get bored. So next thing you know, Lucy's got a crossword empire, and then Oliver's making trips to Paris to buy suits. So anyway, they go off track, and Santa's oblivious to this. But a penguin elf finds out, and then he is just like not having it.
Don't give away the end.
Right.
You got me right there on the edge now. Don't give away.
So how do these different facets of the story come to you? As you're writing, or?
You know, it's funny. I belong to the Writers Block, which meets in Salisbury, and we talk as a group of writers. And I just have ideas. I'll be riding my bike, and then I usually have animals. So I'm just like, okay, what would the panda say to the tiger, you know, and that kind of thing.
You are absolutely
so
amazing.
So how can folks get a hold of your book?
Yes.
So right now they can go to the publisher, Dorrance Publishing, and they can order through there. And you can either get the soft cover book or you can get the ebook. As of right now, the ebook is on Barnes & Noble and Amazon's website, but they don't have the soft cover. Yeah. But right now, the best way to probably get it is from Dorrance Publishing.
Okay, and we'll have some links on our website so you can find out how you can get the Lodestar League. Megan, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Such a joy to meet you.
Wow.